before it takes care of you. Ooh, take care of nature before it takes care of you.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Art Check. My name is Anne Mashari, and today's episode, our focus is on biodegradable papers. Why now and what the future holds? So I'm having a conversation with Sam to tell us why he decided to invest in this and what's the passion behind it. Welcome to the show, Sam. Many thanks for joining us. I know people out there really want to know why you decided to invest in this and, challenges that you're facing and why khaki or biodegradable papers are the future.
Thank you for hosting me. I'm Samuel Kiari Kinenjoy. I specialize in making carrier bags like the ones you can see behind. Yeah, and we have a small workshop in Thika where we do customized carrier bags and gift bags and also wine bags.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, why did you decide to invest in this?
Sometimes last year I got employed in a company called Paper Bag. People know it as Mafuko, where I was in the quality control department. My background is in chemistry. I've done analytical chemistry, so I had an opportunity to be in the quality control department, where I was employed for 4 months. Then I decided to quit this year, January, after seeing what they are making and learning the trade. So I decided to go solo and started a small company in January. And I thank God for this far. Yeah. So I decided to go to make khaki bags because they are biodegradable, and this is the future.
This is the future.
Yeah.
Oh, the future of packaging. Now, you know, we really back 2 years ago, we did mention that Kenya banned plastics, and you've talked about this being the future. Don't you think that we have a long way to go, given that people have attitudes towards, are we doing? How far are we doing?
I can say people are taking it positively because every time we go around, maybe in marketing, you find sometimes challenges because some people say that they're a bit expensive compared to the other papers, the packaging solutions that they are in the market. But we try to convince them because at least stylish and they're biodegradable.
Yeah. So the aspect still remains your biodegradable. But is that the reason why this is standing out as compared to other packaging papers?
Yeah, the comparison is this one is biodegradable, and recently KEBS banned this paper that was introduced to be alternative to the plastic bags.
They're the carrier bags.
Yeah, they banned them. So the company manufacturing the same, they're waiting for the standard from KEBS so that at least they can do replicas of the same. Yeah.
So this is, I agree with you, this is the future of for the environment. And people may argue, first of all, I should have asked you in the first place, are you an environmentalist?
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so people might be questioning, many of those who watch our show, and I'm so glad that you're involved. But of course, everything comes with a challenge, so I would really love to know what kind of challenges you meet every single day.
So the main challenge is getting the raw material, which is paper. We normally source it in a company in the industrial area. Sometimes they tell us they don't have the paper. So it's hard to convince a client that you can't do their work because the main raw material is not available. So I've been doing research and I've been able to do a paper made of banana.
Let's start with the process. How's the process of making these biodegradable papers?
Okay, the process starts by us acquiring the roller, depending on the grammage of the paper the clients want, and then we cut it in small sizes depending with the bag the client want, because we have different sizes. We have from small size to the big size. We also customize. So on that we have something called a die. A die is a wooden staff that has knives and creasing knives. That the paper that we already have cut, there's a machine called a die cutting machine that presses it, and make it easy for us to at least to fold the bag to the required size. So that's how we start. After that, after cutting it that way, we do gluing, then put the handles.
You put the hand.
Plus now branding.
Oh,
If the
that's nice.
client wants it branded or plain, that depends on the client.
All right.
Yeah.
And you've talked about something like the sizes, because I know you have different sizes.
Yeah.
So what varies with the size? Is it the product, or what? Or the client comes up with
Yeah,
the size by themselves?
Normally, maybe if we are doing marketing of our products, we take samples to a client, or a client requests us to customize a bag for them. So we take measurement. There are different measurements like this one. This is called the height, the width, and then there's a height, and then there's this is called the gusset. Yeah. So if a customer wants us to customize something for them, we have to take the measurements so that at least we can customize a bag depending on the required measurements. Yeah.
What of price? What are prices now?
The price normally ranges from the quantity of bags that the customer may want, and the size of the artwork, the colors involved. If there is one color involved, 2 colors, 3 colors, that one at least increases the price. Plus the handle type, because we have different types of handles. We have the black ropes, and we have the twisted paper rope, and then there is a flat handle.
The flat handle.
Yeah.
Now, depending on, many people will argue, you know what, we're living in a country where job opportunities are limited, but yet again we have untapped, you know, knowledge. What would be your comment on that? Now that you've told me you ditched a job to start yours.
Yeah, so I would encourage others to live their dream, because it takes courage to just quit a job and start yours. So I would encourage others, if you have a dream, if you have a passion on something, just do it. God will provide.
Regardless of the consequences?
Yeah,
The risks?
you just take a risk, and you don't know what the future holds.
You don't know what the future
Yeah.
holds. Now, someone will, probably we've talked about just off record, but now I would want to know, in a scenario where, have you had situations where you've said, you know, we cannot meet that client's demands, and you've decided, let's just stop?
We were getting challenges when we started, because as I said, we started in January this year, 2019, and there's a certain guy, because in the initial stages of the company, we didn't have the funds to at least do big jobs. We got one client who requested us to do 2,000 bags, and it was a bit constraining on our side. We tried to plead to them to at least give us down payment to the same, but grateful, because that was our first job, and that guy decided to give us the whole amount, 100%, and trusted on us, and we delivered. This is the product.
Oh,
This is the product. This was our first job. Yeah, and I'm so grateful for the guy.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice product. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
And this is what makes you guys stand out from the rest.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Sam, I'd want to know your parting shot.
Parting shot. I like to say that we may be small, but we can deliver the best quality. We can deliver the best quality there is in the country, because I've been going around showing clients the samples, and they like what we do. So we may be small, because sometimes it's hard to convince a big brand to just give you down payment and believe that you can do the job. Normally, like I don't want to name names, because it won't go well. So there's a company that got an order, and they didn't believe in us. So they told us, do the job, and bring the bags. After we inspect them, we'll give you a check. So I would just say, if you like the product, if you like the samples you've given, just trust the guys, because normally we don't have maybe the capacity to maybe two big orders without payment. So I like maybe big corporates to believe in the small guys.
The same SMEs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And Sam, when we talk, because the brains behind it is having a biodegradable bag, which is environmental friendly. And given the state that we have right now, we're living in a state where we are probably in some few years to come, we'll be telling our grandkids existed an elephant somewhere. Do you think that Kenya's environmental future is bright?
I believe it's bright because KEBS, NEMA, Ministry of Environment, they're trying their best to curb all this, to curb the banned substance. So I believe the future is bright.
And was the banning of plastics okay?
It was okay because the plastic bags they don't decay, in normal words, so they are non-biodegradable. So they affect the environment in so many ways.
Well, this is a project, or this is an innovation that can really put bacon on your table, but we'll get more after the break.
Sweetness, happiness to the surrounding breeze. Freshness, sweetness, happiness to the surrounding breeze.
Welcome back. Now, we have another certain type of innovation, and this time we're using banana leaves. Now, most of you back at home are asking, how do you use banana leaves to make this type of biodegradable papers? Well, Sam is here to explain how it goes down. This paper is totally different from this.
Yeah, true.
And it sounds a little bit, heavier as compared to the others. What's the content and what's the reason behind this?
Okay, this one is banana paper.
Banana paper.
Yeah, and I thought of it after getting challenges acquiring our main product, the paper, in the said industry, in industrial area. So I decided to challenge myself and at least do research on paper, alternative paper. So I started doing research on banana paper, and that's how I came up making this.
So this is banana paper.
Yeah, totally
and
banana.
If I light a matchbox on this, what will happen?
I would
Will it
say
go up in flames?
No.
No?
It's fire resistant. You can try.
Fire resistant.
Yeah. It has that ability to resist fire. If you light it right now, it will just light kidogo and then pop.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And what is this gonna make?
This one.
Still the same
Yeah.
papers?
There's a certain lady who is requesting us to do bags for her.
Business cards.
Yeah,
and
so we
bag.
want to do these in large scale, at least, so that at least we can meet her demand.
And how did you even come up with a banana can make a paper?
As I said before, my background is in chemistry, so I challenged myself at least to think outside the box and at least come with an alternative to wood paper.
To paper.
Yeah.
So how okay, to make this, what's the process to make this, to come up with this?
This one is only made, let me say. Okay, normally when somebody is planting a banana, after you cut down the fruit, the stem plus the suckers, all the other products are waste. So we start this by getting fiber from the stem, the banana stem, and we extract the fiber. After that, we cook with an alkali, a base, to remove something called lignin and to soften the fiber. So after that, we clean we cook it for 3 hours, and then after that you wash it with clean water. After that, you do pulping. Pulping you can do, for this one we did with a blender, a home blender. Yeah, you blend and then you pour it in a basin, then scoop and then dry it. you'll have made these.
So for how long is it drying for?
7 to 8 hours.
Oh, 7 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
That's workable. Yeah. And it can make papers, apart from papers, anything else? The branding?
No, if you extract the fiber from the stem, you can make pads, lady pads. You can make pads, you can make ropes. Yeah, you can make a variety of product with the fiber.
With the fibers?
Yeah.
This must be so, so good. And what of the durability? Strong enough?
It's strong enough because banana fiber are the toughest and strongest compared to the wood fiber. They are the most strongest fiber we have around.
Oh my God! And it can make bigger sizes.
Yeah, can make bigger sizes.
What of customers who would want this? Is this a final product?
No, this is a sketch of what we can do. But there are some processes that we've not done because after drying the paper, you have to flatten it using some rollers to make the paper soft and to make it the finish at least good.
A bit soft as compared to
how it is right now.
Oh my God! But the paper is fine. I can tell you for sure this paper is very, very fine. And I would really like to know, it can make the same bags as this one?
Yeah, it can make. It just needs to make a big paper, and then you use the same process as this paper.
All right. Here on the show we usually encourage youths to explore. We support people who have environmental-based projects, and I'm so glad I've met you. You're doing an amazing job. I really want to know. You've talked about funding, and I want you to expound on that. Net Fund do watch us. The Ministry of Environment, we're there to maneuver around. We also so we want to know more about the funding that you'll be talking about and what you really want. Probably environmental organization or institutions such as Net Fund who are watching this.
Yeah, I've got the samples to various institutions. I've gone to Ministry of Environment, where they referred to me to Net Fund. I got a certain gentleman who told me to compare notes with a certain guy in Kisumu who's doing paper using hyacinth, and I decided because I was going to them for help, it was not right for them to recommend me to somebody else. They were the right people to at least guide me, because the other guy was asking so many questions of how I do this. It's as if they wanted to copy what I do. And so I decided to just try to get well-wishers, which I've not found yet. So at least do large production of this.
Large production of this. So you would want the Ministry of the Net Fund to
at least chip in. What I require from them is just a big blender and maybe a calendaring machine.
A calendaring machine.
Yeah, that one. Those are the rollers to make the paper soft.
All right. Thanks, Sam, for making time for us. We do appreciate. And I know Net Fund at the Ministry of Environment is watching this. So I'm probably sure and optimistic they'll reach out. But so far you're doing something great. Asante sana.
Karibu sana.
Well, I hope you've learned something back at home. As I've always told you, if you really want to make an impact, find your brew. My name is Anne Mashari. Until next time, stay tuned.